Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. So I want to share with you guys how you can start a celibacy journey and what happens while you're on a celibacy journey. There are so many reasons why you might be considering celibacy, and there's a lot of beautiful benefits to it. So whether you have gone through a breakup or you're just trying to discover yourself, if you're on a spiritual journey, if you're doing it for religious reasons, if you're just curious, if you feel that you need to heal from something, or you're just in a more conscious space in your life, you're being more intentional with your energy, then this video is for you. How to start a celibacy journey. One of you guys was asking me how to do this, right? The obvious thing would be like, okay, stop having sex. Okay, yeah, it's true. But when I was thinking about it, there is a bit more to it. Okay, so how are you really going to do it? We know that obviously you're not going to be having sex while you're on a celibacy journey. It's a break from that. How to start one and maintain it? The first thing you want to do is decide why. So you want to decide like, okay, well, why do I want to be celibate? What are the deep reasons? And this is what's really going to protect you on this journey. It's going to remind you why you started, and ask yourself, like, what different outcome do you want in your life? And that's what happened to me. I didn't like go into celibacy like, I'm going to start a celibacy journey. Like, no. But I remember, and I've shared with you guys before, that a few years ago, I realized that I just wanted a change in my life, because when I was in my 20s, I didn't take relationships too seriously. And basically, I decided within my own self that, okay, the next relationship I'm in, I want it to be meaningful, and I want it to be leading towards something more fulfilling, and most likely marriage. And like, I just felt myself changing on the inside. And so that's what made me say, okay, well, what do I need to stop doing? Like, what's not going to help me get to where I'm going? So if I wanted to take myself more seriously and relationships more seriously, then I had to get out of any flings I was in and embrace being single all the way. Because how many of us have been single, but we have like people that we can go to, like, to hook up, or maybe exes that are lingering, people that you hang out with, but maybe it might lead to this or whatever else. And so it's about just like being intentional. Okay, if you want a different outcome in your life, if you want different, you have to be different, and you have to do different. And one thing I want you to remember is that sometimes, a lot of times, we think it's us doing something, or it's a decision that we're making, but really we're being guided. And really, it's the universe, it's spirit, it's your spirit inside of you that is trying to speak to you and lead you down a certain direction. Maybe you don't exactly know why. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you can do it. You don't know how it's going to go, but that's okay. I would say, like, listen to the voice that's within you, right? And nobody is seeing if you do it right or anything like that. It's just a very intimate journey with you and the divine, God, really, and yourself. It's a way to truly, celibacy is a way to truly discover yourself, see what is within you, because it's like you cleanse anyone else's energy when you're connecting with somebody, whether you're in a relationship or you're having sex, or you are just entangled in different energies. When you're celibate, it's just really a chance as an adult for you to just return to like your foundation and cleanse, like, see what's there without anyone else's influence, just your own spirit, so you get to discover yourself more and things like that. So have a reason why. Like, for me, I was like, okay, well, I want to move towards more meaningful relationships, but it could just be something simple as like, okay, I don't like how the relationships have been going in my life. Like, I need a break, or anything like that. Okay, so drop me a comment. Why do you want to start a celibacy journey? Okay, what drew you to this video? Okay, so the second way, how to start a celibacy journey, something you want to do, and it's been a while, so I don't, I was remembering that I did do this in the beginning because, see, here's the thing. When you're having sex outside of marriage, yes, I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna take it there. But even people in marriages, like, to each their own, but I'm just saying that if you out here just, let's say, exploring life, but you're moving from lust instead of love, that can entangle you in other things. So how you start a celibacy journey is you need to remove things that are going to entice you and tempt you, things like pornography. You cannot be watching porn and doing a celibacy journey because it's going to mess you up. Like, everything starts in the mental space first. So if you start, that's going to just entice you. Like, mind's going to be going wild. Like, you're not going to really be able to sustain a celibacy journey. You're going to just end up giving in. Masturbation is a whole nother dragon to slay. Like, I don't know. I personally don't think that masturbation is wrong. But I would say that pornography is, because this is my personal opinion, you guys, but being like intruding onto strangers or whatever sexual acts, like, it's just like not healthy for us and just kind of gross. That's my opinion. But once you make the decision to abstain from sex, like once you stop having sex for like a month or two, you're going to start changing without you even trying. So I stopped watching pornography. And I've talked about in another video how like shame can serve us, because think about it. You're not going to be out in Starbucks like watching porn. Like, it's something that somebody would be doing in secret. You feel shameful when you do it, like, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, I remember like you're gonna probably close the computer real quick, or like feel kind of disgusted with yourself after, because you know inside your spirit that it's wrong, that it's not right. Allow your feelings to serve you. Doesn't mean you have to be stuck in that. It doesn't mean you have to like hate yourself. But if you're feeling guilt or shame, like, that is your spirit speaking to you that, okay, what is the behavior? Do you truly agree with it? Or where did it stem from? Where is the shame stemming from? Like, something somebody told you, or how you really feel? So if it's how you really feel, like, oh, this is wrong, then you have to stop. Like, being in alignment means like letting your mind, your spirit, your body all be in doing the same thing. Just basically remove temptation. So that's the other obvious thing, like how to start a celibacy journey, is like you have to let the people know in your life, like any partners that you've had, or whatever, exes, or whatever the case or situation, you probably will have to just have like a talk with them and just let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm deciding for myself. You know, obviously most likely you're not in a relationship, like a serious relationship, when you're doing this. And so, but even if you are, you can just be open and let them know that, tell them your why. And if they respect you and if they care for you, then they have to, I mean, it's not their decision, it's your decision. And so you have to detach. So this means like really being single. And I know it can feel kind of scary, and someone else mentioned loneliness, right? But instead of seeing it as loneliness, see it as transformation and see it as preparation, right? Because your spirit is working on you. God is working on you. You're going to change so much, and you're going to discover love, and you're going to discover true satisfaction, which is within yourself, and real self-love. You guys, these are the things that I've discovered over 3 years celibate, right? And eventually, when it's time, someone will be brought into your life, or you'll cross paths with someone who you're going to be able to fall in love without the sex. And to me, that's so beautiful and special and rare these days, because life is like moving backwards. A lot of us are just hooking up off of lust and then seeing if it works after, and most likely it won't. It's just beautiful to like fall for someone for the right reasons and rise and love together with your clothes on, because that's real love. Okay, so you have to remove temptations. You have to have that weird conversation and just be like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not because of you, it's because of me. They might get mad, they might try to tempt you, but remove temptations. Do not watch porn. Do not follow accounts that are ratchet. Yes, that are ratchet, who are gonna like the messaging, even the music, right? Like I'm mindful on my celibacy journey. I became so sensitive to energy. And so if I'm seeing things that are lustful, I'm like, I pick up on it easier. And I'm just like, no. It kind of like turns you off from things like that. It's not to say you don't have sexual energy or sexual thoughts or desires or passion, you know. You do, but it's just that you're more conscious of it, you're more aware of it. And sexual energy is, you can decide how you want to use it, where you're going to pour it, and how you're going to disperse it in your life. Okay, so how to start a celibacy journey and what happens on a celibacy journey. You're going to have to allow yourself to change, okay, because a lot of us have a self, a self identity. How do you view yourself? How have you been used to seeing yourself? Maybe it's the party girl. Maybe it's just whatever it is for you. Maybe a relationship, like maybe you were in a long-term relationship for a long time, or we have these ideas, these little self concepts that how we view ourselves. And so you're going to have to like allow yourself to be different and see. And nobody likes the unknown. Like we want, as humans, we like to be in control. We like to know what's going to happen, right? But you have to just let life unfold and surrender and know that you're only partly creating your life. Like you're creating your life, the actions we take and what we can manifest. But a lot of times too, it's just out of your control. It's whatever God wants for you, right? Like we make plans and then God laughs, like, okay, you're gonna see. But the beautiful thing is that you're held and you're guided, and it's for love, it's for your highest good. And when we try to resist change, we're gonna suffer. And when we try to hold on, we're gonna suffer, because like God is higher, it's the higher power, and it's for the benefit of all, and it's leading you. And so it's best to just like loosen your grip a bit and just see, okay, let yourself change. Because like I said, we can resist it, or we can try to stagnate ourselves, and that's just going to cause more delays in your life. And so how do you change? I mean, you don't even have to change. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just going to change. But sometimes doubt can creep up. Like, you're just going to get to know yourself on a deeper level. You may be tested too. Okay, so like let's say you've been celibate for a while and you are feeling good. You're starting to see yourself through a new set of eyes. But the next thing you know, here comes your ex, like trying to creep back into your life, right? And just say how much they miss you and they're sorry, or they just want to be with you or whatever. So they miss your body, or they miss you, your energy. Now you're being tested. And so it's like, have you really allowed yourself to change? What did that produce for you in the past, right? Because normally people are an ex for a reason. And so will you allow a new version of yourself to emerge? Like think about the butterfly and the transformation process. Imagine being in the cocoon like, never mind, I changed my mind. Like, I don't want to change, right? It's super normal to like be afraid of change. But let yourself, I want you to let yourself bloom. I want you to see what's on the other side of fear. I want you to trust your path and just surrender. Sex is not going anywhere, I assure you, right? And it's not that it's wrong at all, but it's about you just making time for you, preserving your energy for you. Okay, so what happens in the celibacy journey? You are going to heal. Okay, self-healing. You're gonna heal yourself. And you're like, heal from what, Sash? Like, I'm good. Like, I just want to get over my ex. Like, okay, whether you like it or not, you're going to heal. Here's the thing. Here's what I discovered on mine. While you're single, while you're not, like, it frees up mental space, because when you're in any type of relationship, your mind is, you're thinking about the other person and you're pouring energy into that relationship. Or even when you're busy having sex or watching porn, like, it takes up your energy. You're in your body, in your mental space too, right? And so you just have some alone time and some introspection. things are going to rise to the surface. You're going to become aware of things that you just didn't see before. It's like your chance for this to happen. So you will discover what needs healing, what is asking for your attention. You might dream of things, or you might just be taking a walk and something just lights up in your awareness. You might see something happen or have an experience that reminds you of something else. And so it's about this deep journey within. Healing is just about you changing your mind about an idea that you've had about yourself or the world for a long time. And then you allowing yourself to change and embracing the new idea, which means releasing the old one. Like, let's say, for example, that you lost your virginity as a teenager. You were in some bad relationships, or maybe people called you names, or you started to see yourself in not the best light. Okay, because this is probably like millions of people out there in the world, woman or man, even a man, especially a man, of just getting lost in lust and just what feels good in the moment. And then you start to see yourself like that, and you think that that's all you are. Well, my behavior is who I am, and you get attached to that identity. Okay, so let's say you start a celibacy journey. Okay, now you're changing. Your actions have changed. You've released the sex, just as simple as releasing the sex. Now the healing is starting without you even trying. You're going to change your identity. Your identity will shift, because now it's like you're going to see that you were never the behavior. The behavior was because of something else. And you maybe were just trapped in a pattern. Even when you didn't really want to do it, you thought that's who you were. And so this is like a break for you to be like, I can see myself through a new set of eyes. I know that I am not just my body, and I'm not just my sexual energy. I'm so much more than that. Who am I? What do I really think about me? What do I really want in a partner or in a connection? What's important to me? How do I really see the world versus what I was just told from others, right? Because a lot of times people tell you who you are, but that's not who you are. You get to discover and decide who you are within. And you can do this by being alone. You can do this by being single. You can do this by being celibate, and tapping within yourself. But you need space to do this. Like, you need a break to do this. Like, it's very hard to do this when your energy is mixed with someone else in any way. And so that's what celibacy is. And like, that's what happens on a celibacy journey, is like, you just take this deep dive within yourself, and you can change your mind about yourself, shift your identity, heal yourself. It's very deep, like what can happen and how much your life can change. Once I became celibate, then I broke a 10-year addiction to weed. Once I became celibate, I had a spiritual awakening. Once I became celibate, I shifted how I eat. I lost weight. I attracted healthier people to me. I lost a lot of friends, but I gained a lot of friends. Self-awareness, went on a whole path that I never could have even dreamed of. But again, that's because it wasn't really me. It was the universe leading me. Like, celibacy was the first step in this. And so you're going to just get to discover a whole new life simply by stopping the sex. And a lot of us, maybe we in the past have, or a lot of people can use sex for the wrong reasons. Instead of it being about truly connecting with someone that you love, to make love. In an intimate relationship, emotional intimacy and vulnerability and healing. Because in healthy relationships, you're healing together and you're growing together, and you've created a space to be with one another and hold one another through life's ups and downs, right? And that's where you want to share in sex. But it's been reduced in our current society to just a quick thrill, to just like, oh, just getting off, just like, oh, I like how they look, so let's just do this, because it's like we're using it as like a numbing agent. We're using it to distract ourselves. We're using it to just feel good in the moment, because we're not really happy with ourselves inside. And this is what I've discovered, you guys. And so And so we want to get to a place where we are happy inside, where we are at peace, content, aware of at least what is going on within. And so many of us have gone through rough things in life, like they Earth, the planet Earth is seen as like one of the toughest places in the universe, because when your soul incarnates here, you're already knowing that you're going to just go through some things, and all of us have gone through it, whether we want to realize it or not. It's not that, oh, one person's life sucks and it's been so hard and yours has been so easy. No, the collective consciousness where we're at as humanity on the planet right now, there's still war. We're being attacked spiritually. Just turn on the news, you will see. They're only going to show you bad news. And if you know, right? If you have but celibacy will spark a spiritual awakening in you, right? When it's time, right? But anyways, so you want to be able to look at the things that have hurt you or the ideas that you have of yourself, and just embrace yourself with love and see where it stemmed from and release it. And when I say release it, that means you have to face it. That means you have to forgive. You have to find compassion in your heart, and you have to just let it go. And this means surrendering and make space in your heart and in your mind and your body for goodness to just pour in, for healing. And the healing is coming from God, you guys. The healing is coming from the divine. It's about you learning to release things that don't serve you. This means ideas, this means people, this means behaviors, right? It might seem so hard to let go of sex. Okay, well, why are you so attached to sex? Like, what is sex giving you that you feel you can't give yourself? And these are like deep questions. Okay, guys, so this is how you start a celibacy journey. This is also what happens during a celibacy journey. I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Drop any questions that you have down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And yes, I'm still celibate, right? But yeah, sexual energy, there's just so much to say. So I'm sending you so much love and power and healing into your life. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys that you are going to become a butterfly. You're going to transform, and you are going to see yourself as you truly are, which is a divine being. The divine is within you, valuable and beautiful and amazing. Do not engage in sex mindlessly, right? This is what I've learned. Take care of yourself first.